Dear viewers, welcome to Site Mira SSD. My name is Atim Sijin, and this is your only platform where you will get to be informed on the most trending issues in South Sudan. And today we're going to talk about what has been going on for the last 1 week. As we all know, music-wise, there's been a trending issue between Lady Kola and Wizo Manizo from Uganda. So that's the topic of today. We're going to analyze it, go through it, and see what are the most nitty-gritties of this development. So as I said earlier, my name is Atim Sijin, and please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, go down there and hit subscribe button and support us. To start with, let me give you a brief background about Wizo. He's a prominent artist in Uganda who is part of the Good Life Avenue Music, and some years back, his colleague passed away. Radio, we all know Radio very well, and from then, Radio passed away and Wizo was struggling music-wise, not because he was not producing songs, but because that momentum, that being together since from the start of the music industry, or since the start of the music, has really impacted on him. And I think also Lady Kola is doing good in music. She's one of the best influential South Sudanese artists currently, and she's been doing a lot of great projects for that matter. And we need to see exactly what happened. For those who are not following the trends, it started some few days ago when Lady Kola and Wizo Manizo were trying to be so intimate online, commenting on each other's timeline. And when Wizo came to the country for a show, I think they hooked up and then they had a photo shoot. They took very great photos, and those photos, create a lot of conversations, because these are photos that were so intimate, and that led to a lot of, outcry on social platforms, especially from the online South Sudanese community and also from the Ugandan community online. So for that matter, we decided to come out and discuss it and try to find a way and know exactly what's up. So for that reason, I think we will talk briefly about the two and see what transpires all through until this moment. To start with, when Wizo Manizo came to Juba, and the photo shoot took place and they were posted everywhere, I think one of the people that was really hearted, was DJ Cent, Mr. No Rest. There are rumors that DJ Cent has been dating Lady Kola, and throughout the process of posting and lovey-dovey's, I think it didn't go well with DJ Cent. We'll look at that later. So coming back to the story, is it a show business? Is it love, or what is it? So I would like to briefly tell you about what is happening. That's my own analysis, my own opinion. You can disagree with it, but based on my experience, I would like to break it down on exactly what it is and what took place. I cannot really tell that it is love or it's not love, but this is a show business where you need to create conversations, where you need to spark off some discussions, where you want to ignite some topics and discussions to take place. And that's what I'm saying. For example, the first scenario is that Wizo has been struggling music-wise, and it's understandable. Public is used to seeing Wizo and Radio together performing, but since Radio passed away, it has been really a struggling point for Wizo to convince the public. I was in Uganda and attended one of his shows, but I couldn't feel the vibe because simply I'm used to seeing them together. Psychologically, people are still trying to adjust to seeing Wizo performing or doing music by himself. So it's not going to be easy. It will take time. And every day, new artist comes up. Every day we have new hits. Every day we have new collabos. We have new artists on the block. So it has been very hard for Wizo to keep up with his fans in Uganda. And as we all know, the only market for East African music is South Sudan. Why am I saying so? If you look at the festive season, how many shows were conducted in Juba, and how many foreign artists or neighboring artists flew into the country to perform? And why is it that way? One of the reasons is that South Sudan, music industry is very expensive. That means any artist that comes in to perform, they are paid well. For example, in Uganda or in Kenya, there is no VIP table that goes for $100. Let's start from there. So that means, the paycheck they get from South Sudan is extraordinary. And I can tell you the likes of Diamond Platnumz were here, the likes of Harmonize, Jose Chameleone, Vinka, Cindy, and the list continues. So South Sudan is a new market for East African music, and even artists who are not doing very good. Like for example, some month ago, we had one of the artists that has flopped, and you might know him, Clever J. Clever J has been so silent, but when he came to Juba 2 months ago and conducted a show, it was full. People turned up for him. So that shows how supportive South Sudan music industry can be. Though there are complaints that we don't apply the same to our local artists. That's another day's topic. But in this matter, most of our neighboring artists would like to come to South Sudan and perform, because at the end of it, they'll be paid well. So, and I think this is a very bold move from Weasel. He's looking for a new market, and South Sudan is the only place he could get, the vibe, and not try to revive his music and get the followings. And for that matter, he's looking for an entry point. And who could be the best entry point for Weasel apart from Lady Kola? Let's start from there. So I'm saying that Lady Kola might be in love, or Weasel and Lady Kola could be in love, but this is a show business, and whatever you do contributes to the following, contribute to the to the brand building, and also creating more conversations to keep yourself in the game. So I think that is very good, and that could be one of the reasons as to why this happens. Of course, we know the history of Weasel with women. We know that he has so many kids than any other person in Uganda. That's okay, but as long as he's still doing music, you want to sell his music, and South Sudan could be one of the best places for him. That's one. The next thing, let's look at Lady Kola. Lady Kola came to the music, some few years ago, but to my surprise, she has taken everyone, by surprise. She's doing very good, and why is she doing very good? Our artists do not know how to package themselves. Let's be honest. And you have platforms, you have followings that you can exploit and use. You are an influencer who has all the platforms to make sure at least you keep engaging your followers, but we don't do that. Lady Kola, when she's traveling out of Juba, like when she went to Egypt, she posted all about it. When she came back, she posted about it. When she went to WOW, she posted about it. Even at the airport, when she landed in Juba from Egypt, she took a photo inside the plane. When she came out, she took a video with her sisters who went and picked her from the airport. She understands the business. She's really good in what she's doing. So this hype, this vibe, and this conversation that they have created could really boost their music. That is one thing that you need to know. And this industry is full of controversies, and that is creative industry where sometimes it's not about doing music. Sometimes you go beyond doing music, because I've known artists who are doing very good in music, but they could not go anywhere. They could not progress. They could not build a very good, strong audience, because simply they don't create conversations around them. I'm not saying that everyone should be controversial, but in different ways, keep engaging with your local followers, keep engaging with the globe. WOW is a global village, and people get to notice themselves through activities, through conversations, through hashtag, through followings, and so forth. So this is a very good move for Lady Kola. And if you look at her page, she has done a lot, and she has very huge following. She's very influential, and as a female artist who is doing great, I think we have to applaud her for doing that. And also we're trying to make sure we understand what is happening here, regardless of the fact that there could be something else apart from what I'm saying. But if you look at it in this way, music-wise, industry-wise, it could be this. Let me tell you one thing. In this industry, we have people who have been consistent. I will tell you 3 things to succeed in music. I'm not a musician, but I do this. I will tell you 3 things to succeed in music. One main thing is consistency. You have to be consistent, and you make sure at least you keep knocking, you keep doing your thing, keep producing, keep talking, keep saying things here and there, keep creating conversations. That's one step to be successful. The second step is confidence. Some people don't have confidence. Sometimes you don't do something. Sometimes you feel like they have said this. People's opinions come in and they derail you, like seriously. So the first thing is to make sure you're consistent. Second thing is to make sure you have the confidence. The third thing is talent. I'm telling you, the third thing is talent, because I've seen artists who are talented but they will not go anywhere simply because they lack the other 2. So these 3 things are very important, and I'm saying Lady Kola has this. Let's give an example of people like Mary Boyoye. We've been shouting about Mary Boyoye. She's not doing good. She doesn't know music. She's doing blah. She's doing this. But what happened? She kept going. The first time I saw Mary Boyoye performing on stage was in 2009. She was a traditional artist, sitting down, putting on a traditional attires, and beating traditional instruments, to perform. That was 2009. Look at Lady Boye today. She has really done it. She climbed. Stairs in the industry, and regardless of you telling us, oh, she doesn't have talent, she's doing good. Some are saying because she have a lot of money only cannot make you succeed. I know people who have money but they haven't succeeded in music. So you have to, it's a combination of so many things to do great music outside there. So people like John Frog, we've been talking about John Frog. He doesn't know how to sing, he's not so good, he's like this. John Frog kept going, and to our surprise, he was in Nigeria. His songs are being played in Nigeria, and it's not only going to stop from there, and I was happy when, Dynamic, the Sudanese child, recognized John Frog on stage. I was there at Nyakuron Cultural Center, the Ruga Festival concert. I was really very proud that he did that. These guys need to be supported. Someone like Dynamic has done it in music, but he feels like he needs to support others. And I think he saw the consistency, the confidence in John Frog, and he has to recognize that. So let's give what belongs to our artists. Let's give it them. Let's try to be proud of them. Let's support them musically. Let's make sure at least they grow in this industry. So that is it. Coming to the love square between Lady Kola, Mr. No Rest, and Weasel. It's very complicated. It was just yesterday that Mr. No Rest, DJ Cent, went on his timeline and broke up with Lady Kola. And Lady Kola responded and said, "Baby, I love you." It is quite controversial. And until this morning, to our surprise, Lady Kola has two accounts. This morning again, Weasel announced that he's coming back to South Sudan because he has sleepless nights in Uganda. And instead of Lady Kola responding from the same page, her page, she went and responded on her Facebook profile. So, I don't know whether she's trying to avoid DJ Sen, who is also a friend to her on the other profile or the Facebook page. So there's a lot of controversy. One person is heartbroken and the other person is enjoying, and she seems to be telling DJ Sen that, "I love you." So is it a showbiz? Is it a show business? Are they just trying to get the clout? Are they looking for for followings? Is it done in a way that it has to attract a conversation to be going on? I'm very sure that could be the case. And of course, if it is love, then they would have killed two birds with one stone, because nothing is wrong with that. And also, to be honest with you, DJ Cent went out on 28th and said he was talking direct to Weasel. "You can eat anything, but don't touch my apple." Okay, we all know what he means. He was telling Weasel that you can go ahead, have fun with my sweetheart, but don't eat my apple. And just know who went back and who responded back. It was Lady Kola, and she said, "Your apple is safe." So we don't know how safe is apple when the apple is also engaged in other things. We don't know that. So, but still, as I said earlier, this could be a show business. This could be looking for clout. This could be a conversation that is ignited. And I hope other local artists will learn from Lady Kola. Sometimes I have artists whom I know very well. They have pages, but they can even take 3 months without posting anything on their pages. And they cannot even create a conversation. They can't even express themselves. You just see that, okay, pray for me, I'm traveling out, they're gone. When they come back, I've landed safely. That is enough. But you need to talk about yourself. You need to rebrand yourself. You need to create a conversation. And this goes to, I can blame it on the fact that most of our artists do not have, managers who deal with them or who make sure at least their things are done well. And it's not, I don't blame it on managers, I blame it on the fact that some artists, when they have one hit song, they believe that they can do it by themselves. They don't need a producer, they don't want to be advised, they don't want anybody. They are okay to go by themselves. So, and that is where sometimes, they get to pay big time because they could not keep up and they could not get that support that they need to go where they want to reach. So these are the things that are affecting our musicians. And I don't know whether Lady Kola has a management in place, but the way I'm seeing how she does her things, she might be having management. Also, if you follow this online story or the trending issues online, you will realize that there are so many reactions from South Sudanese who feels like Lady Kola is betraying us. I think we also need to understand the industry as South Sudanese. I've seen people who have, even leaked out their nudes just to keep the conversation going on. I've seen videos being leaked out, and sometimes you might think that it is set or is intended or is not intended, but all in all, this is to create cloud, to create a conversation, and to make yourself relevant. I know local artists in South Sudan who are not relevant whatsoever because simply they are doing good music, yes, they are talented, yes, but they lack other qualities that will keep their fan, their audience, on their toes. You don't need to be sleeping, despite the fact that you have talent. Of course, people are coming up, and you're not the only one that has talent. Look at Uganda, people like Chameleon, they have been there for so many years because simply they make themselves relevant. When there are new things coming in, they'll make sure they adapt. They are creative. They go with the industry because this music industry keeps changing every day. And if you don't keep up with the change, then easily you will fall off. I'm not saying that artists that have not made it is because they are not, relevant or they are not creating conversations, but it might have contributed to their downfall at some point. So I would like us to know that Lady Kola is a good example. I don't support, the exposure. I don't support going against our cultural norms and practices, though not all of them can be, observed at some point, but still, this is the showbiz, and we want to know that at some point, artists will do what it takes, to keep their audience, to keep their fan, on the hype. Sometimes we forget easily. And let me tell you the truth, South Sudanese music has gone to East Africa now, and it was not easy. I recall the days when in South Sudan here, there were foreign shows that were taking place, and I witnessed this. One of the shows, our local artist, who was one of the best artists by then, wanted to cut a race for our neighboring artists, and he was not given a chance, simply because he could not share a stage with that artist. That was the biggest insult that I've seen that time. And that was back in the days. But now you can see even our artists have extended their music to our neighboring countries. Let's talk of Silver X. Silver X is doing very good in Uganda. He has been doing shows in Uganda. He has been hosting. He has been hosted in talk shows, on TV, on radio, and he's doing great. So the same Lady Kola, she went to Uganda and had a collaboration with Cindy, and she had other project with John Black, and she's moving. I think she's creating that environment where even our neighboring countries or communities would listen to our music, because we don't want to be consuming their music but also we don't sell anything. It has to be vice versa. So our industry has improved, and I know it is going to improve more. So let's support. We're going to see how this is going to turn out. I'm very sure in the near coming future we'll bring on board either DJ Cent or Lady Kola herself. I've been trying both, but I think they seem to be busy. I talked to DJ Cent, but he seems to be nursing his wounds. He's heartbroken, so I understand that. We'll give him time. But as we observe the situation, I'll keep posting, I'll keep updating you on exactly where we are. And as we heard earlier today, Wizzo announced that he's coming back. He had sleepless nights in Uganda, so we want to come back. Let's wait and see. Let's watch the space. And when he comes back, let's see where this is going. Is it only hype? Is it music business? Is it only to create conversation? Is it to create, a cloud? Or is it a real love? Whatever the case, any one of them or all of them will benefit. Whether it is Lady Kola, DJ Cent, or Wizzo Manizo, they are all benefiting from this music-wise because they have created a huge following. And when things are trending, you get to know that you have so many followers. If you look at the postings from any of three, it has so many reactions. Yesterday when I looked at the posting from Wizzo, it has 4,200 reactions. But today it has gone beyond that. If you look at Lady Kola's post, it has more reactions. If you look at DJ Cent post, especially the one that he declared that they are parted ways on Facebook. I don't understand how someone can break up with his girlfriend on Facebook, on timeline. So, but maybe things get out of hand, and that is it. It has so many reactions too. So this is how it goes. Let's make sure at least we support our industry. Let's also, go outside there and rub shoulders with other artists from other countries, and let's support, music industry in South Sudan. and all the best. I'm Atim Sijin. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is Side Mirror SSD, your home for the most trending issues in South Sudan. Thank you so much for viewing, and let's keep